Ingrid of Ingrid Isabel. I'm the founder of the company. I'm the inventor of the Bella Band, and I am also Mexican. And I couldn't be more thrilled to share a guacamole recipe for Cinco de Mayo. So let's get started. This guacamole recipe is a little different than other recipes you might have tried in the past. Usually you have your guacamole, a little bit of lime, some salt and pepper, maybe some tomato. But ours is a little bit different. I think it's a little bit more springy and fun, and taste-wise it just gives you, I would say it's bright. So of course we start with our avocados, and our limes are a part of the recipe, our basic salt and pepper. We add some green onion, but what I like about, of course cilantro, but what I like about this recipe is we actually put some mandarin oranges or clementines. We didn't have clementines today at the market, so I bought what's fresh and what's in season and what they had, which was mandarin oranges. And then we throw in some lovely pomegranates. And these, yeah, you bite them and they pop a little bit. It does that with the guacamole, with the oranges, with all the spices. It's yummy. I like to spoon the avocado out of the shell because if you use a knife, the avocado skins are so thin, it's very easy for it to go through the skin and cut you. Also, this way you get a nice big chunk, because as you start to mix in the other ingredients, this is going to break down. So you don't want it to be too small at the start, so that when it does break down and you've mixed everything in, it's still chunky. So I added an avocado, and I went through with my knife and I chopped in half my mandarins, again because they're not clementines, just to kind of break them up a little bit so that they don't overwhelm the avocado. So this is a nice, still a chunky avocado, and a good amount of mandarins, which is going to make it extra yummy. I forgot to put on my onion glasses, but here we go. So when I add cilantro, I don't know about other people, when I add cilantro, I go ahead and I don't worry about the stems. Sometimes I peel the leaves off, so I only do the leaves. But when it comes to parsley and cilantro, I'm actually okay with having some stems. So I get it at the end, and then I just start chopping like this. And go as deep as I think I need for my recipe. Mint leaves. This is my favorite salt. It's the best salt, and once you try it, you will want it with every single meal you have. Limes are important. It's probably between salt and lime. That is the real essence of the last part of the recipe. It's balancing how much lime with how much salt mixed in with all of your ingredients. So the recipe says start with 2, and I recommend starting with 2. And today, 2 might be enough, but sometimes it might not be. You can put your lime juice in at the beginning of your recipe or at the end. The beginning, you know, it can prevent your avocado from turning brown, but quite honestly, this recipe doesn't take that long, so it's not like you need to worry about that. I like the end. I'm gonna mix this and taste it before I add the last quarter and before I adjust with any additional salt and pepper. So here we go. The idea with this recipe is that with every dip of your chip, you get the full brightness of all of the ingredients. So you get pomegranates, you get the mandarins or clementines, you get the cilantro, the mint, the green onion, and of course your chunky avocado. You know, because you can't fit that much on a chip, although I've been known to put a mountain on a chip, but you can't really fit that much on a chip. So you want to make sure you have enough of everything so that every biteful is yummy. Okay, it's time to try it. Okay, the test. A little bit of pomegranate, a little bit of orange, a little bit of avocado. I want that last line. No more salt, otherwise it's awesome. It's really good, but to give it a little bit more kick, because I tend to like spice, I'm gonna add a little red chili flakes. Now, because you don't really have this in a soup or something that's being sauteed, you know, those liquids allow the spiciness of your chili to spread out through the recipe. But I also don't want to go overboard because I want everybody to be able to not eat it. So I'd put in probably a little less than a tablespoon. So one more try. Well, not one more. One more taste. We're gonna keep eating it all day. So good. So voila, Ingrid's Cinco de Mayo guacamole. I highly recommend eating this with the chips in the recipe because the chips counterbalance some of the sweet fruit flavors, the brightness of this. The chips have a lot of dry spice flavor with the cumin and the paprika, and they're so easy to make. It's really good combined. I hope you have a great Cinco de Mayo. I hope you enjoyed the guacamole, whether you make mine or somebody else's. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you next time.